of OCE, we find out as we get to the pistol round.
It's definitely a punish pick, and for Order, this is the chance to really step up and deliver through. For LDLC on the pistol, they aren't actually got an A player at all. Six is out from Donut, and he's hearing all of these footsteps.
Calling the rotations real quick from his teammates. Can he take first contact and kill? That's going to be his main focal point right now. Lambert is spamming his way forward. Six that does draw first blood, but Valiant's immediately in with a response. Maka will catch him on the trade, so it'll be the advantage going into the retake. The bomb has been dropped, and Justillo heard at the edge of that smoke. He'll get himself back out to the back lines of the site. Try and look in towards lane, see where Lambert is trying to get this frag, but Lambert comes up one better. Ricky and Gyra, 2v4, sees where Keels is. Keels drops him off his head, and Ricky's got no chance in the world. 2k to his name for Keels, and a pistol gained by LDLC to start.
Now, even with the quick pace from Order, getting that util down to the bomb site, flying out from A main, it really comes down to not getting enough in the post plant. You can see Justillo's just stuck in the bomb site. They try and flash in deep for him to sort of put some intent out to CT spawn. None of the picks have really been gathered up at all. LDLC with a fairly simple retake, and for Order, they're going to be forcing it up into the second round. A perfect opportunity for them to bounce back quickly like they did on Nuke.
Khalil, Scout, and Eagle out for Order in this one. Incendiary set as Lambert holds face. Maka gets his one kill, looks over the second of Gyra's part. They burst their way forward, do a ton of damage, eventually catch that kill. And again, the confidence for LDLC to extend up this far, get as many frags as they have. 3 on the trot without a trade. Damage has been done to Maka, sure, but damage has been done to Ricky the same.
It's definitely good to see the mindset of where it sits for LDLC, that they don't mind making those overly aggressive plays and get into their own heads of Order. The Six are even looking to extend even further, a couple of kills into the round. And this force buy has just been wrecked apart, and they haven't even had an opportunity of getting out of A main just yet.
1:10. Six are not protected with his head tucked away, spotted now where at least one of the players are, maybe the second as well. Lambert and Hadji closing in the backstab will drop that bomb, and Valiant has no chance. All 5 alive for LDLC. That is a confident follow-up. Order already kicked in the start of this map up.
And this is going to give the idea straight away to Order. This is going to be tough. This is not going to be an easy affair at all. Yeah, we've decided to go in for the Ancient pick. We know that we're on a 5-map winning streak of Ancient. We've also seen that for LDLC, they've had a lot of losses in Europe. Just because that is the case does not mean that they're not going to give you a good fight here on this CT side. And knowing that you're starting on T side too, you're going to have to really grind these rounds ahead.
Flashes in, Hadji going to lean forward with the FAMAS out, gets caught off, gets a kill at the very least. Keel's there to bail him out as well. They do find that trade in the end, but the 3 kills come back for the CT side, so they maintain control of the situation. Ricky has the bomb extending way out towards long. Maka might not be expecting him to be here. No, he does. He'll find him. He'll get a kill. And Order will be restored for LDLC's CT side. For Order, it's a 3-0 against their name to start things off. They have the guns back out here in their first gun round of the game.
Now, this is now an opportunity for Order to prove what their worth is here on Ancient. Get some T-sided rounds in, start off with the rifle, get the AWP out from Ricky. And he was a guy that against RBG, when it went to overtime on Dust 2, put up 30 frags, had a great performance to get that 2-0, to get them into this position. That's another thing that we can mention. Order have already played today. They played earlier on.
T-side players pressing up towards main. Justillo AK in at lane. It's smoked off, or at least attempt to do so here for Keels. Nades come back for the CT side. We'll try get that early damage in against him. Lambert's going to fall back away. Not spot Gyra. Not spot backside. They can cross back as a result. Start to look in towards the Candles position. The CTs have not accounted for this. They think that they might be safe there.
Yeah, that was a perfect timing to exploit. Justillo now starting to keep some eyes on the lane position. The timing goes the other way, and Chaos strikes in for a pick. He even makes it 2 and drops the bomb. What a play that is from Chaos.
Whoops. Look at the wrong way at the wrong time. Maka follows suit on Gyra as well. Valiance can't find anything on the A site. Him and Ricky, the last 2 players left. Ricky does turn on towards Hadji, but as Valiance falls, he's the lone player left. Bomb, a known entity, and ace clutch for the AWP, and the flick is not good enough to Lambert.
Yeah, you even saw there just the way that backstabbing from Candles looks like it's exploited a lot of the map. The CTs have got no information there. There's a mistiming where the jiggle peeks out from Donut, evade that position of moving forward, and then even when Gyra finally has a connection to hit, it doesn't quite come through from the kill. It goes the way of Maka. That whole round falling apart. Kios should have had no right being able to double up and fight a multi-frag. And for LDLC, they've now got the AWP through for Maka, backed up by AKs.
And straight up in with the guns, damage being done early in the mid-control. They will be able to overwhelm Lambert, but 6 able to respond towards him all the same. And AK for another CT to pick up. The smokes will go down for Ricky to try set up over on that ace site. Kios press forward, get his second kill, not quite his third. Eventually, Vexite finds him responsible. Now 6 is going to look for the exit frag alongside Hadji's part. The AK should get recovered. They should keep that in play for LDLC to win their 5-0 start against Order in the same way that Order got 5 rounds on their CT start over on Nuke. To LDLC that are dominating this early game.
I really hope that Order take a tactical timeout somewhat early on, speak to their new appointed head coach of Zerts, and just get themselves in the right mindset, because knowing how quick these rounds have started to get won by LDLC and just the momentum building, it's not a good place to be in at all, especially on T side of Ancient.
Some serious work, and Hadji, well, he's got some serious balls to stand in the midst of that Molotov and get 2 kills for his trouble. Man, LDLC are just looking so comfortable here, not even breaking a sweat against Order.
It just feels as if they can start playing this hyper-aggressive play and they're not getting punished for it. We saw it out from mid in that last round. We're seeing it out towards ramp. Even Ricky getting caught on a timing as he puts that Molotov forward. And Maka's now starting to put some intent with nades down towards elbow, making it difficult for Order to retake this mid-control.
Kios gets Gyro next, 2 left standing, and Ricky and Valiance. Both players held back ahead of the B doors. The bomb should get picked up for the part of the AK. The AWP's hoping that someone faces him. No one's going to give him the honor, though. LDLC just happy to sit pretty in mid, sit pretty in lane. Just wait for the peaks to come to them and win out their 6th round.
And Valiance hoping that him and Ricky can somehow manage the unthinkable here. Flash over the top. Kios turns away from it. They still haven't seen exactly where Kios is. That molly will force him out to the open. Just widen up the angle.
Okay, spotted. Gun barrel gives away the frag. Maka steals it away from Kios. And Ricky now knows there's a crossfire. They knows that you can't break it. No utility to try and break it. Third player even moving in. The flashbang's perfect. Hadji wins the AWP with the AWP fight. Gets his triple. The 6th round for LDLC, nothing to respond for Order's part. They are really struggling in this early game. A tactical pause has got to be taken. They've got to figure it out.
You have to put yourself in the mindset of, all right, let's have a look at the numbers game. We have seen LDLC win 20 out of the past 21 rounds when we include Ancient and we include Nuke. When you put that into a wider perspective, you're thinking to yourself, for Order, we have not won a round in a seriously long time.
How many rounds in a row is that?
Well, I don't know when that 6th came through exactly, but it was them 5-2 up. So 2-5 down. We saw 14 rounds out of 15 being won by LDLC in the first map. You include that into the second, that's 20 out of 21.
LDLC truly are on a roll. We talked about that confidence from the end of Nuke, whether it was going to carry forward here towards Ancient. You see it clearly has. Order, pistols out, fast rush in to change the pace and try to stun LDLC into silence. But they have left that B site. It's completely silent on the defensive. Lambert still finds the kill in the lane. Doubles up on Ricky as well. They can extend out towards Cave to try to find a flank, but the bomber's gone down.
Lambert with this backstab's already been able to find a couple of picks, and for Order, they've got to do something with this post plant. Get aggressive, try and find some picks. Vexite's got to play up close and personal with the smoke.
Maka will lean in with the AWP, looking out towards the cave entrance. Justillo could give up his angle. Gyro is going to be his big concern, though, in a close quarters with the AWP. The main concerns might sit with the favour of the main CT. Force peek in. Justillo gets caught. Vexite with 1 kill. He's traded so quickly, and it's Gyro alone. Got to get on the defuse. Maka sees him coming. Now they can just go straight and stick it. The Deagle comes out to get the frag together, and Lambert has plenty of time to get this one together with the kit in and all. It's 7-0 to the start. They're on to win the half in the next round.
Yeah, they're going to be on for a lot more than that, Jay. They are really stretching it through. Order have taken the tactical, they've taken that mental reset. Justillo yet to get a pickup. 1 for Valiance, 1 for Gyra, 2 for Vexite. Ricky only at 3. And to think we're going into the 8th round, we're just seeing the individuals really struggle to even find impact themselves.
At least they have a buy up here. At least Order got the bomb plant bonus. The bonuses, money game, it's all semantics when you can't get any rounds on the board. They need one now. Lambert's again extended out towards lane. This time they're going to try count for it. They still line up for a kill. The AWP and Maka gets caught off. So finally, Order can counteract LDLC's default.
It just comes down now to Order capitalizing on a mistake there for LDLC, over-aggressing, keeping that angle down from lane, and even Gyra's hoping they extend out from ramp. Kios is pre-aiming it. What an angle in for Kios, and he even adjusts over. Oh, that is a sight of beauty.
That is a beautiful sequence. 3v2 regained by LDLC. Just when you thought Order were going to have control. Not to be. Valiance and Ricky both held out towards elbow. Keels are going to extend to get his quadra in this round if he can do so. Boosts up. Watch out the window position, and Valiance will catch Keels for his over-aggression, but now he's got the info on both the T-side players, and Haji's going to extend to catch them off.
They're going to come back into his position, or even if they walk up from mid, Six has got eyes on from that A side. All just comes down to a matter of timing. LDLC have got plenty of nades to work with. They might be able to slip into the gap. If they can go over to mid to B, that could work out well. Now even Six is thinking about that backstab play.
He's watching out from Temple, though, so they're going to have to extend hard if they want to catch this player. Or he has to extend pretty hard if he wants to catch them. They're going to go mid to A, though. Six, 2 to get. Valiant's first caught off. Ricky not known. Now backup's going to arrive here. The Deagle takes his fight, and Ricky can get the trade. It's on the rotations now. Haji's going to get towards Donut. If he plants open, that's a bad call. Molotov's in. It actually hits the site itself, and Ricky gets caught off for it. Bad place utility, and what could have been Order's first round clutch goes the way of LDLC to win the half flawlessly.
I don't even know what to say there. Ricky's the most experienced guy in this team and just bottles it under the pressure in the 1v1. That molly bouncing off Donut, not going deep. You can see what he's trying to attempt in that 1v1. Get that incendiary forward, make sure to get the plant. If he hears those footsteps running through, he can get off it and take the fight, and it just does not happen at all. LDLC, 8 in a row. The streak continues.
An embarrassing moment as well for that. Shouldn't have gone down like that. Vexite. Kill on Lambert to kick things off. Starting things off on the right foot again for Order. Yostillo will get checked by Haji. Will Haji find him? When you even extend, he'll fall back to the site itself, maintain his position over at Wood. And Order go quiet in the default. Smokes are set towards the A side. This could be an A play. Sixer ready to receive it. Flashbang should be evaded. The second flash sees the shoulder. Bait connects the shot.
A good shot in for Six. I've got to be careful about the re-peek. Into Ricky, going to go the other way. And now this opens up the chance of moving in towards the A side. Slow walking in. Maka's going to be the next defender.
Northov's back. Smoke goes down. Maka will lean in as Vexite continues to hold his presence, but they're not ready for the donut peek. Haji can get the trade and double up as well to drop the bomb. 2v2, back up on the backstab as well. Ricky has absolutely no idea. He's going to start to suspect it, but he hasn't checked it for long enough. Heels will be allowed a direct line in. And that bomb out in the open. One backstab from the T side, one backstab from the CT side. Ricky will get caught for it. Bomb now just needs to be protected. Haji will be dropping to Yostillo's part, but now it all rests on Kios, who has all the info to play with. AWP in. Flashbang does not even blind him, and he gets the 9th round. LDLC continue to fight.
Oh, this is hard to watch, Jay, because there are so many of these rounds from Order that look winnable. They put themselves in that last round, 4v2 position. It looks like they've done everything right. They've been able to overwhelm the A side. They're able to bait Sixer into a rephase. They've got a lurker out from B. And then Haji just gets 2 kills. Out from that temple position, drops that bomb, means that that B lurk from Yostillo just pretty much means nothing. Has to try and see if he can get that 1v2 together, which just doesn't happen. Order, you can't say they haven't had their chances, because they absolutely have.
Yeah, I don't even know what else to add to that. You bang on the money. Like, it just sucks so much. The pressure is on. Order are crumbling underneath it. And at this stage, Dwayne, would you say that your faith in the Aussies has dissipated, or is it still there? Do you still see an outside chance, given what we've seen so far from LDLC in this map?
No, you can't say that. LDLC's been all over them. They've been really outclassing this Order side today, who just have not been able to show up in the level that I expected them against these Frenchmen. LDLC have really come through on this CT side. They've been all over it. Even the spams coming through from Kios. He's having a great game. 15-4.
Return 0 damage to him as well for the T side line. He just continues to spray through. Oh boy. Vexite, caught the spray, kills the kill, looking for you still next up, doubles
Lovely.
up. Brilliant. You mentioned 15 to 4, 17 to 4, how about that?
Oh, it's just sloppy stuff too. No flash in, no dual peek, flash over the top. Finally, there's at least an extension. Valiant should be able to catch off Lambert, but unfortunately loses his teammate, and so does the bomb.
AWP setting, ready for Maka to move. Backstab's in from the other AWP as well as Sixer will try and get out towards Donut. The spray is blinded. Continuous sprays from the CT side as well. Sixer should see him, get the shot together. 10 to nothing. This is looking dire from Order. I don't want to say amazing for LDLC because it seems like a standard game for them. Although, that being said, this is not a map that they played that well.
Yeah.
But Order just haven't turned up in this map up, which is a bit shocking to me.
Yeah, it is. I expected a lot more here from Order. At least that series against Anonymous, it was competitive. It was close. Yeah, they didn't get to double digits. They still had a lot of moments in that best of 3. Whereas here, it just feels like everything has been taken away. There's not a lot of joy coming out at all. LDLC looking to continue the streak and even just the early chips in with some of this util with a fast rush out.
Tech 9 spam will indicate what they've got here for the Order side. It's a half buy because the economy is just not there for them. The bomb plant bonuses will not set them up for a decent investment. They're just going to take this one on the chin and see where they go from it. Spam wall bangs, hoping for something, anything in this round, but they're just going to get nothing out for it. LDLC just hold their nerve. In a minute and 10 of the clock, Order have got to make the move and they're going to act towards mid.
I don't even know how much of a learning curve this is for Order in this series, just because they're getting rolled so hard, and LDLC aren't playing like they typically do. Lambert out from Donut. He's on for a multi-frag. Oh, timing!
Smoke out, just against Gyra, just against Vexite, and Vexite actually overwhelmed, so finally, something positive going the way of Order. Rotations are coming in thick and fast from the CT side, though Maka's already here, looking out to the open on the site. There's no smoke that can siphon him off. The bomb will get planted at least, so there is bonus cash available, but the rifle of the T side gets caught. Hadji will spray through against Valiance and co. Kioz looking back in for them. Making a bit of noise towards Temple. Yustillo on the backside. Hadji's counter for this. Ricky gets his kill back, and Yustillo somehow gets Hadji as well. Ricky with an eagle, and Sixer is left alone. A fall alone in the hands of Valiance. Finally, at long last, a round for the Aussies.
It felt as if LDLC was reading that backstab. Hadji's looking out to the CT wrap, and then as soon as he turns away, that's when Yustillo's able to come out. He's done that a couple of times over the course of this T side, where he's been able to open up B by himself, walk through, try and get that backstab. Hasn't really been all that successful. That one it was, but it wasn't without backup. We saw Ricky on the side getting a couple of kills with the dig. We also saw Valiance popping through. It gives Order up their first round, and LDLC, they take the attack instantly.
I love it. If the comeback starts, it starts here for Order. So shut it down before it really gets going. Makes a lot of sense, I think, for the LDLC camp, even if they are still up by 9 rounds at a 10-1 scoreline at only 12 deep in the map up. Of course, the economy is fantastic for the CT sides. They do get a reinvestment here. I believe there's an AWP being dropped as well. Somewhere in spawn. Is that an AWP as well that they left to the T side? Yeah, they might have overbought in that one. Okay. Actually, no, they picked up the double AWP setup, didn't they, from the previous round? So they're just leaving that back there. So I guess someone else can pick it up if necessary, but it's Vexite that takes the engagement with the AK instead. Fast plays out towards ramp kills or try to respond towards it. Hasn't seen Vexite. Utility comes in with the flashbangs and the smokes. All forced out towards a bit of harder cover. Lost that first man. The Molotov will burn him out of position. Mac is desperate for a trade. He'll get it as well.
And it's even that. How are you going back into lane without a dual face? Where's the flash? It's just dry. You're still even getting caught with a timing repositioning. Lambert overextending. LDLC just picking them apart. Baiting in so many mistakes.
Noise being made out of main. Sixer starts to lean forward. Molotovs. Utility thrown out, but he's not quite looking all the way. The Molotov doesn't even extend towards his position here. Hear these footsteps. Valiance and Ricky. Forced out, Lambert spotted, it's all down to its main control. They finally get that kill in. 3v3, one player at Donut, that's Maka. Involved in the defensive, but they might fall away. The bomb's not been seen, it can still make its way back towards either site. Which way to go with this?
Back into elbow, try and get some mid position by the seams of it for Order. And Kios is overextending, and Maka's going to do the same. They're going to try and hit them head on.
The elbow position if they go for it. But Order just slowing things down. Going to look into the main position on the A site in this round. They'll clear out lane for the CT side, and Cave should now give an indication. The footsteps being heard by Maka should call in the rotations first. Flashes over. Ricky checking out the entrance at CT. Makazorp does not connect his second kill. The flashbang will try and force them back. He might get an angle on Gyro. He might just do this. Yes, he's denied it. 9 seconds. Time's too far gone. Order can't get the bomb back. Valiant's extending to get the kills, but he gets picked up by Lambert. No smoke to go down on Donut. No hard cover in the sight. Ricky dies after time. As LDLC, final 11.
And this is what I'm looking at. I'm just thinking to myself, this should be so much better. You mentioned the idea of not a smoke. There was a 3v3 position where all they had was a flash. Okay, fair play. They know that Maka is playing out for Donut. You can plant safe. You planted the new corner where they've adjusted the bomb plant position. You can't get spammed in or at least shot from that Donut position. They plant in open and then they've got no eyes onto the AWPer. That's poor form from Order.
Nades set, damage done. Already Order forced back on the back foot in this round. A hard force back in with the Galils. Utility limited. The flashbangs at the ready for Kios. Trying to suppress. It's Ricky with that opener. Hadji gives up his angle without getting anything to return.
Opening man advantages have not come in easy for Order, so this is the first time in a while. Thinking about setting themselves up for some util over towards the B side. The bomb is still there in ramp. A couple of teammates in elbow.
Nade dishing out some damage boost up for Hadji. Molotovs will miss out on the back of the site. Gyra and Valiance. Moving in, moving up. Out towards the counter position. You've got Lambert to engage against the AK versus 2. He needs both of these kills, making a ton of noise, and he catches one, not the second.
It gets that information, and it just seems like it's a distraction being pulled, getting Hadji away from that B side to allow the players to move forward. Unless it's a rotation, they're bringing that bomb back into Candles.
We've siphoned off the AWPer of Sixer. Vexite's moved into the B site. Could sneak around towards Long and catch Maka on the rotation. Their focus turns to the A site. Sixers AWP on defense. Further utility thrown out. Vexite does get caught. Is that going to be a rotation? Do they think it's going to be the B play? Yustillo. Footsteps being made by him and his teammate. Smoke goes down, and Sixer catches the frag. Looks for the second player. Does not quite connect it. Yustillo can get that trade in the 2 versus 2. Bomb needs to get planted, though. Hadji can still deny it in the open. Gyra goes for the plant. It's behind that box, but Hadji snuck forward. Plays Ringer. Rosie detected. Spray does not come up good. It's Maka with the AWP versus 2.
1v3 position for him. The scope's coming through. You're still on the angle. Doesn't quite catch him straight away, but now they can try and set themselves up to peek together.
Perfect. Flashbang blinds him, and now Maka's falling back. No further util, no further kills, no further angles to work with. He's going to go ahead and save the AWP. As Order will finally force LDLC into submission. Get their second on the T side board. Start mounting up to the level of decency here for the T side line. They're on for a best half of 4 rounds. But will that be enough? Will that still be the breathing room they need to get the CT side together?
This has got to be a buy-up, surely. Kios is double eco, Hadji's double eco. There's just no money there to play with at all, so Lambert can try and drop in a rifle. They're going to buy it up completely. How much are they really going to get out of it? They've still got that AWP on for Maka, so that's going to be the main weapon. Hadji, unfortunately, is just going to be on a 5-7.
Molotov set, 6 flashes. Seeing the opposition move on Vexite. We'll look for players in the mid-control. Lambert's M4. We receive the shots. They ring out for now. As Lambert falls away, Vexite back in towards the Candle position. He gets tagged up quite heavily. Maka's AWP catches a backstab in against Gyra, not quite against Yustillo, who can find that trade.
An important pick to come through. As soon as you bait the AWP, you got to swing out wide, have that confidence that you're going to win the fight. And now for Kios, he's searching forward, but Yustillo's ready for it.
Headshot angle goes the way of the CT side. Smoke down to suppress them into the doors. Man advantage for the CT forces, and they back away.
A great pick in for Kios, and now pressure starting to build out to the cave position. Haji thinking about making the aggressive move. Kios even more with the M4.
Couldn't recover that rifle either. Haji's going to wait back in at the wood position. Backside, will he hard check this corner? Will he have his eyes set to the back lanes? Ricky making noise. The rotation should get called in. They've got a player moving out to the back of lane. It's Lambert with a bit of utility support. Flashbang against the T side on the backstab coming in from Sixer.
Do they check this position? This is what the whole round comes down to for Order.
Ricky's back's turn. Lambert engages. Great shot. 5-7. Gonna wait. Ricky spots it. He checks it. And fortunate enough for him because had his back been turned, that's 2 easy picks for the CT side. 6 now for Mars in hand. It's to get Ricky and Vexite, both of them. No kit in play for him. The upgrade rifles are scattered around him. Most of the AK's held towards lane though. He's going to extend. Vexite watching with the AWP. Edge shot not seen. Sixer is though, and it's a kill found for a 3rd round for Order.
That was really well handled from Ricky. Good crosshair placement out to that right-hand side of the back line, and then even to check wood. Whether the time is low or whether you think you cleared out the bomb site, you've still got to just check in case, and he's able to do so. That was such a cheeky play from the 5-7 that didn't quite work out, and for Order, you might be right, Jay, they might find that maximum of 4 rounds.
And that's great and all, but again, I'll turn back to the question, is it enough? Because even with those 4 rounds, LDLC only need 5 on T to be able to win this map and this series in 2-0 fashion. Ricky finds that first, the P250 if Kios can turn it around at the very least. The spam's coming for the Eagle. And that could be sights. They do not connect to anything though. It's going to be a 4v3 for Order. Maka falls back.
Containment out to that lane position, making sure the CTs don't just continue to roll up and get quite aggressive. Looking to go in for the B-side XE. Maka's going to be the first point of call.
And Molotov doesn't land on anything. Deagle ready to face. Smokes go down. Spam comes in. Doesn't find anything. The stray bullets do connect the shot on Justillo. It's not a frag for him then. Maka sprayed back to 6 points of HP. Backstabs inbound towards the B doors. Lambert has an AWP in his hands. Only rifle they've got to work with. Six's Deagle might be good enough still. 3v2 now. And Lambert leaning out of KO. Justillo baited in all the way to the back lanes. Maka on 6 points of health though. Needs support from his teammates. Now Sixer moving in towards the ramp position. Vexite, he's going to get caught for it. Not checking his back lines. And now the bomb is in perfect defuse position. Justillo just needs to be dealt with. Smoke down. The long position. Lambert gets caught for it. And now the defuse tapped once. Sixer wins that fight. But has he got time for this? There's no kit. It's a full 10 seconds. It's down to the wire on this. Oh, it's too close to call. And he's got it to make it 12-3. A better half for Order. Have they done enough, though? They've got to make up 9 against LDLC on the CT half.
I'm sure all the Oceanic fans are trying to give as much energy and hype over here to Order to see if they can come back in this second half of Ancient, though. Jay, this is a tough feat. For them to only get 3 rounds on the T side, it's a half they'll probably want to forget, but they'll have to look into the second, and it has to come through with this start. We saw some good signs from Ricky. Maybe we'll see even more.
We're going to need him and all the superstition in the world to get them past this immense task. LDLC will at least have the deficit of the T side. Of course, CT sided in terms of both team statistics. So seeing if Order can get something as similarly one-sided, they need to get something as similarly one-sided. They want to have a chance here. Set in with a pistol round. It's Vexite out towards mid. Sixer already takes him out of the fold. Valiant to get forced back into Candle for the sheer numbers game with the T side out. He gets tagged on the way out of here. Falling back out of position. LDLC slow things down.
He still has got a good backstab, but it could come in too late, because now we're starting to see the pace come forward out from that donut position, or maybe not. They slow it down. This actually sets up Ustillo even more.
2 players to fire, and the shots barely connect towards the 1 man, and Sixer can trade alongside Gyra falling to Maka in a cave. So 4 versus 2, and that backstab could have worked out wonderfully. The fact it didn't, though, means it's not going to work out at all for the CT side. Ricky can't hit his shots in Temple. A site's open. Valiant, the big star, 4 frags in this round. Needs to get 4 more to clutch this. And he can barely get the first. A 13th for LDLC. The pistol goes to T side.
And you look at that setup and you think to yourself, yeah, that's a great backstab. It's a great info play. You drop the bomb, or at least you attempt to do so. Ustillo's got to get a couple there. Needs to hold his life. And then even when Kios starts getting into that Temple position, it looks as if that's a fairly easy fight for Ricky to get some of the man advantages back in. Instead, it just doesn't happen at all. And Kios is having just such an unbelievably strong game here over on Ancient. 24 kills and 9 deaths. Probably one of his career best games on this map.
Deagle set in the force buy for Order. Desperate to have anything at all here. Shots ring out, doing tag damage to Kios. Sixer took one on the shoulder as well. Only on this one. Lambert walks out towards the mid control, though, all the way up in Candles, the CT side. He's very aware of it. Gyra can catch the man, so that's an advantage for Order.
A great check just to be able to every so often look into that backstab position out from Candles. Vexite is very aggressive towards ramp, and Hadji might be waiting for that to happen. Contact now being faced. It seems like it's going to be the BXE. Order have read this well.
Good shot on Keels. Again, 27 HP. Vexite's getting his tags piece by piece, building up to a frag in the end. Ustillo tagged up for 10 points of health, though. Vexite going to take some to return, so the HP advantage starts to even out, but the man advantage goes 2 up for Order. 5v3 is Lambert and Hadji. And the fold. Valiant still trying to look for the likes of Sixer. Doesn't hit his shots back towards this Candle's position. He's forced out of the way. Sixer can finally get Ustillo, but Valiant's on the flank angle. Gyro gets his skills, and Valiant can follow up with 2. So a bit of recovery for Order as they get 4 on the board.
Yeah, fantastic round back from them. See the way that they're able just to get those deagles in from Gyra, looking into that Candles position to start off. They've got 3 on B, and then they just start converging through. LDLC getting caught into that crossfire, aggressing forward into that Candles position further on into the round. Order getting up to 4. LDLC, the buyback. Sixer is going to be the one to have the AK forward. All right. See what he can do with it.
And force and bash to see where LDLC will go around this one. Placing towards main, a try go for the full send into the A site. Valiant and Ricky up for the defensive of the set. Smokes coming. Valiant gets spoken to the right hand entrance. Ricky cannot hit a single bullet. The nade at least tanks up 3 players. They get the control of the site. The bomb should go down from here.
Gyra looking forward, loses that fight to Macra, and things are just getting out of hand so quickly. The nade coming through, you're still trying to make a play. He only gets 1. There's even a backstab from the B sides.
Vexite trying to work in a donut. Kios has spotted out Valiant as Vexite falls. Valiant's can at least find 1 trade on Hadji, but he's got to get all 4, and it's not going to happen. 14-4. I feel like it might be safe to call this over, Dwayne. Like, Order...
Yeah.
Stumbling on the start on the CT side. They need to hit the ground running and really get going in this, but the fact that they haven't done so sets them back to another force buy. Yes, they can play the war of attrition, but if they do, LDLC are going to win.
Order needed to make sure that this was one of the cleanest halves of their lives. When you're down for that kind of a deficit and you lose the pistol, unfortunately, they just go back and forth for a few rounds, and this only puts more fuel into LDLC of getting closer to that 2-0 victory. Spam coming forward, a lot of damage being done onto Maka, and someone to Kios in the early rounds.
Sprays forward. Jump face for Lamb, but hoping to spot anything off in the distance on the B site. The flashbangs at the ready. Kios, so with his M4, Vexite hoping and praying as Valiance gets the start in. The Forceport M4 at least finds the opening frag. Can it convert into a round?
Now that brings the opportunity forward for Ricky to now aggress forward into A main, knowing that that lurker fell, pick up that Galil, and Vexite's trying to see if he can make an aggressive play, get out to that cheater position. He's going to get mollied to the left-hand side, though, or not. It goes out to the right again.
Flash in, SMG finds the pick, and the second Vexite steps up big time, burns alive to 13 HP, but he's done his work. His teammates can do the rest of it. Lambert and Sixer continue to fight on. The backstab in from Ricky this time. This should end up being a 5th for Order, so they maintain the 5v2 and just maintain survival for the time being. Still a long way back to try bring this into evens or potentially overtime if necessary, and the bomb has been spotted by Ricky. Lambert's getting caught for it. Sixer with one trade. Blind spray through the smoke, does not get the kill, just the damage done towards Gyra. And it will be a 5th round for Order again.
Hey, that was a very smart play from Vexite, just to get a flash over the top, aggress forward. He knows he's kind of stuck in that cheater position. They've been burning out towards that right-hand side. They're going to clear the left eventually. All right, I'm going to do something with it. I'm going to aggress forward, try and catch them off guard. He's able to spin around with that 180 to deal with both of those players. And now we go back and forth for 4 rounds in a row.
Now LDLC will force the issue again with Hero AK, which gets his first kill with Maka through the smoke. Once again, Order capitulating in these early force buy rounds. Hadji at least is responded to by Valiance, but he gets a pop shot off onto the man, so he's low HP. A 4v3, flashes back in. Valiance attested by Maka. He does find that trade back, but burns out in towards the main control. There's a backstab inbound from Lambert as well. That P250 counteracted by Yustilo's own backstab. The bomb goes down, the retake is on. Vexite holds the CT spawn, and Yustilo's going to try joining from mid.
As the 2 top fraggers in for the T side, Sixer and Kios try to work together, and they're actually pressing the issue. Vexite is ready for it, deals with that first player, not quite the second just yet.
Sixer, it's all Sixer, he gets his kill. 9 points of HP, look at the tap on towards Vexite's position. 32 for him, he's not that much better off, and he's got the kit, he's got the smoke. Sixer's going to try forcing forward, he knows that Vexite's got to get to that other side of the bomb site. Smoke could go down for him, takes the engagement, Sixer forces him away and gets the taps he needs. The 3K, the 50, the match point. 10 of them for LDLC as they look to put the final order on Order and send them packing right back to Oz.
It's heartbreak again. There has been so many of these rounds that clutches have come through from LDLC, winnable situations that haven't quite come through. I think if we take all of those rounds into the equation here on Ancient, if they did find the positive note and actually win them, we could be seeing a much closer scoreline. Instead, it's 15-5, and for LDLC, 1 away with knowing the buy they're up against, this is the round. This is the one they convert.
The Eagles on 3, 2 for Marces. And you're still over the Eagles. Shot connects to 1, only to 1. Hadji quickly takes him back out of the fold. Maintains the advantage, maintains the scenario for LDLC.
Oh, even towards the elbow, Lambert. Gonna have the advantage over Ricky. So much sound being queued through. There is at least a trade back from Vexite, but the T's, knowing that they caught off the mid player and the A rotate, bring that bomb into A, it's gonna be open.
Yeah, smart call from Lambert. Lead his teammates into an open and unprotected A site. Plant down in this round. An Order on the retake without a kit, without an M4. Have 2 for Masters, Valiance and Vexite. They're going to have to be the heavy damage dealers here. The flashbangs go over. Gyro will lean in first. Hadji in the back lanes. Keep his head tucked away. Wait for position, spray through 2 kills, last man standing in the back of the site, and Vexite will drop all the saves to Hadji, triple up for him, a 6